Well, hello everybody. Welcome to Mid-Century Modelworks. Here we are in the Fortress of Solitude, and it's been a while since I've done an update on some of my builds, so I'm going to catch you up in just a minute. First of all, I've got a big stash shop card shout out to do. So let's get into it. First up is this one right here. Mr. Butch from Butch's Basement Builds, and I think everybody knows Butch, and this is an awesome 67 Chevelle anyway. That Pro Street, that is awesome. But if you haven't been over to Butch's channel, go check him out. He started his channel in 2016, and right now he's up to 415 subscribers. So let's all go over there and hit his button, subscribe, and help his channel grow. That's what we do for each other. And let's share the love, people. And while you're there, check out his 67 Chevelle that he did. That's an awesome Pro Street car. But he also does other stuff too. I was watching him do the 1912 Tin Lizzie that he did for his wife. Now that's a nice little build there. It's got its problems. It's a little fidgety to work with, just like this 31 I'm working on. That thing is. But anyway, yeah, it's I think it's seafoam. The color is seafoam, which I like that. Now, I'm not a real big fan of the real old cars, you know, like some of the other people like. I mean, but that's personal preference. I mean, you know, what may not be right for me, you might love. So that's just how it works. But I still support him, still love him. So go check him out. And also look at his 32 5-window coupe that he just did. That thing's very nice. So, Mr. Butch, I appreciate the shop card swap and your kind words on the back there. And yeah, we're gonna help each other grow, man. I mean, because I'm still under 1,000, and a lot of people are still under 1,000. But you know, to me, it don't really matter so much about that. I just enjoy building and watching other people's channels. So, but up next, we got another one here, and y'all have to excuse me. I do make notes because at my age and with the medications and stuff I take, I forget all kinds of stuff, and I'm scatterbrained. So I appreciate y'all's patience, and we'll get through this. All right, up next is Mr. Chris over at CB Modelworks. Awesome channel. And he's right there along with Butch's Basement Builds. He's right at 416 subs, and he started in 2013. So go over to his channel, check him out, hit the subscribe, help him grow, and share the love. Excuse me, folks. But anyway, he's currently working on a 71 Olds, a red 71 Olds. That's nice. I like that car. But he does a little bit of everything. He does figures. He did a Boba Fett. He did Grogu or whatever that little Star Wars character. I call it Baby Yoda. To me, it's Baby Yoda. So anyway, and he did the Fast and Furious car, the Brian's Mitsubishi Eclipse, which, you know, like I said, I'm not a real big fan of the tuners and stuff, but, you know, I do appreciate the builds. You know, whenever I go to shows and stuff, I see tuners and stuff there all the time, and that's the modern hot rod. So, but yeah, I like to see what people do with them. It's not my cup of tea, but I still appreciate the builds and the effort that they put into them. So, and he also does tons of tips and tricks and you name it, and he's willing to share. So, and that's a good thing in this community. If you're willing to share, we've all been blessed with a nice ability to do things, and to be able to give it back for free without charging somebody. I mean, that's awesome. That's fantastic. Because when I help people, I don't charge them. I don't. But anyway, I don't want to start rambling. Up next is young man here, Mr. Larry, over at Larry's Model Shop. And Mr. Larry, I appreciate the kind words on the back of this card. And we're going to try to help you grow as also. Yes. So I'm going to leave links to all these pages and channels, so you can go over and check it out. And but yeah, just go on over, check his channel out, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, because that's how you're alerted to updates and all this kind of notifications and whatever. I don't know how all this works. I'm not a tech savvy guy, but anyway, I'm still figuring YouTube and all that other mess. Okay, but anyway, he's working on a 30 Ford, a Model A for the scale build of Gentelmen. That's a nice little ride there. And he's sort of like me. He's had his share of technical difficulties and stuff, but we're learning. We're new, so you can't start out walking right away. You got to crawl a little bit. So old or young, we're still learning. So, but anyway, he's got a nice 1-to-1 2004 Mach 1 Mustang. Go check that out too. It's and he even does like a little ride along, up through the hills of Needles, California and stuff. Now I kind of like that kind of stuff, because here I am out here in South Carolina and he's way over there in California, and to be able to take tours and stuff like that, and to show us what things are like, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, Larry, we're going to move on. And like I said, I hope everybody goes checks out his channel. All right. Y'all, this next fella, he needs a lot of help. He needs a lot of... His channel's like way down there. And we just need to pump him up and get his subscription rate way up there if we can, because this guy right here, Mr. Sean, yeah, he's over 3,000 subs, so he don't need any help. But I love this guy. He's like me. They about to work us to death on our real jobs, and we don't really get a lot of bench time in, and but anyway, when I first started my channel back in around January or whatever, January, yeah, I think it was January, February, end of January, beginning of February, yeah, him and Mr. BG were hosting this small scale group build, and that was my very first group build coming into YouTube. So I appreciate him and all the advice and stuff that he'll give, and but yeah, go check him out. I know most of y'all already have, so he needs no introduction. So awesome guy. He does a lot of the old builds, and he collects a lot of old kits and stuff. So yep, go check him out. Now next up, we've got Mr. Manny. over here at Manny's Scale Modeling Podcast. And he's got around 383 subscribers. So, yeah, go check out his channel and hit his subscribe button too. Help us all grow, folks. Help us all grow. And he also has a Facebook group. It's called Scale Modeling Podcast and Videos. So, and he and I started our YouTube channels probably around about the same time. So, yeah, go show him some love. And, you know, Mr. Manny, thank you for the card and thank you for your kind words. And love you, brother. Take care. And this fella, this next fella right here, yeah, he needs a lot of subscription too. He's kind of way down there, and that is Mr. Fred Henry. I don't know if y'all know who Mr. Fred Henry is or not. But he's a good old fella from down around Georgia. So yeah, he's got around 2,000 subscribers. So y'all still go check him out. And I met him last year at our upcoming model show, and I'll put a picture of the flyer and all that. But anyway, yeah, I met him for just like maybe 2 or 3 seconds, and you know, he had a ton of people around him, whatever. And I don't like to bother people when they got other people around them. I just, you know, said, hey, how you doing? You know, introduce myself, all this. But yeah, I don't really know him personally, even though I did speak to him briefly at the Hope It Don't Snow show in Spartanburg. But it's like I told him, I left him a message. I said, you know, he was busy doing his filming and commentary and all like that. And I see so many videos of where somebody's trying to do their filming and all of a sudden they just walk up and just start talking. And I don't do that. I let the people do their thing. And you know, if I have a chance to meet him later, I'll meet him later. It's no biggie. But yeah, I don't like to walk up on people while they're filming, and you know, it just drowns out the whole. Anyway, but Fred has this Friday night hangouts, and Friday night, it's called Friday Night Hangout at Pappy's, and yeah, it's a nice little group chat thing, whatever. I've been on it with him a couple of times, just because I don't always have a chance to get there, because sometimes I'm working on Friday nights. So, but anyway, yes sir, and he has the saying, if you can dream it, build it, and that's what we're going to do. So thank you, Mr. Fred. Love your channel. You're an awesome guy. And boy, that he really let in on that Strickland fella, boy. I tell you what, he really gave him what for. So, woo. All right. Now we are going to do an update on this scale build of Gentelmen. I haven't done it in a while, because I've been busy working, but I'm getting closer to being done. I think I got to do the engine, and I like to do my engines last because they take the most time. All right. Anyway, we're going to pause the camera and we're going to flip it around, and you're going to take a look at it, and you can laugh at it or give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down, whatever. That's I don't care. But anyway, I'll be glad to get this thing done with. That's for darn sure, because this thing has been a pill. And I think it's just because of its age. It's an old kit, and it was very brittle, and that chassis just ate my lunch. All right, we're going to pause and spin her around. folks, here is my entry for the scale build of Gentelmen. Like I said, she's not quite through yet. We still got to put the motor in it and do a little bit of front assembly here. But yeah, we got the. Now remember, I built this. I built the firewall out of a Coke can and added the rivets to it. We got our Mr. Driver in there with his leather jacket on. Got the homemade roll bars there. I made the decals myself. We got a couple of dents and dings, and like I said, she's all rusted up. Got a little bit of algae growing on here. Got my little rust pockets. And as you know, we got her, we're calling it patches because that's what I had to do to the chassis. I had to just about completely rebuild that chassis. It kept breaking and snapping on me. Got Mr. Uncle Sam there. And we got the metal floorboard down there. We got the dash. Had to move the dash over and cut it to accommodate to make because I was having interference with that cover right there. And then we got the ripped and torn seat right there. Got to do a little modification to his leg there. It was hitting the steering wheel. That steering wheel is so big, had to take the hot torch and kind of reshape his leg a little bit there in order to get that steering wheel to fit. I'll get all that cleaned up in a minute. Alright folks, that is her. And there you can still see a little bit of blue coming through the chrome on the wheels there. Well, they were de-chromed, and then I shot them with some all-clad. And I'll get all that tidied up once I get everything almost put together. Oh, in case you're wondering, this little spout right here, I'm going to take this off so you can see. I've got the radiator mounted to the bottom, to the back right there. She's welded to the roll bars. I'll have it yeah, because this car, with it being a dragster, it's just going probably what, a quarter mile, eighth mile. I'm not sure whatever they ran or what they run at the trog. But anyway, I got to put the radiator cap on there. But for something like this, it's not going to be on the highway. And there's the metal floor that I've got put in. So all right, come on, focus. There we go. All right, folks, I'll shoot you an update when I get a little more done to her. Until then, y'all take care. And as Andy says, act like somebody. Bye.